Alright guys, going live in just a few minutes. Just gonna do something real quick. Welcome to the stream, everyone who's currently here. Just getting the whole thing set up on my end. Welcome. Just gotta get the chat pulled up on my phone, if you know what I mean. But if you're here, say hello. The stream will begin in just one moment. Alrighty. Your channel live.
Get the chat pulled up.
Oh, there we go. Alright, chat's on my phone. That's playing. Just share and copy the link. Other content at everyone. Just gotta sending it through the Discords, if you know what I mean. Pretty chill. Pretty chill. Nothing too crazy. Nothing too crazy. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's a little late at night for me, guys, just to let you know. It's a bit of an FYI. But yeah, it's okay. It's alright. Cool. There we go. Okay. That seems good to me. Alright, let's get going. Cool. Alright, we're on the world. We're going to do some mining, do some other stuff. Sort of just chill out. I was bored, have an hour before I want to go to bed, so I figured might as well do the live stream, since I'm going to be doing nothing anyways. Cool. Just getting some torches together. I can't see there's another person in there. Welcome to the stream. Just doing chill stuff. Should be pretty fun. Pretty excited. Yeah. There is going to be some quick spoilers, though, unfortunately. So I'm just trying to fly fast, but I want to go craft up some torches. That's all spoilers? No. That whole building over there is spoilers. You won't know about that for a few more weeks, actually. Very much ahead on this stuff right now. Going on vacation for a couple weeks back to my home. So, where I grew up, visit family. So I had to pre-record, but that means there's going to be a lot of spoilers for quite a bit. There we go. There's enough torches. I just want to see how many diamonds we can get. You know what I mean? I think we can get quite a bit in an hour. Yeah. I have no real need for diamonds, but yeah, it's definitely good. You know, if anyone caught the stream earlier today, I've put in, since then, 2 more beacons in this area. So I have full beacon coverage, it seems, throughout the whole thing. So this is looking mighty fine, if I'd say so myself. Might have to add another one back there, but I'm not super worried. Don't really go over there too much, so shouldn't be a huge deal. Okay. So I guess we'll just silk touch everything. I mean, I don't really know. I feel like we should fortune stuff too. Wait, that's totally the wrong box. Maybe fortune ores, and then we'll do the other stuff normal. Ooh, I'm running low on iron. Wow. Wow, that's not a lot of iron. I don't have to AFK that thing tonight. I don't need the axe. That seems good. Maybe get some more food for the road. Maybe get some more food. There we go. Okay, okay. We're wrapping this up right now. How many shulker boxes do we just have now? We've got a few, actually. Now I'm looking at it. You know, we have what, half the ender chest full of our own shulker boxes. That's pretty good. I'd say that's pretty decent. That's pretty good going. Alright. That's the silk touch. I really need to name these things, don't I? Yeah, I'll do that right now. We'll name this guy Silky. And we'll name this guy... that's an old name. We'll name this one the Fortune Teller. Also the name of an Avatar The Last Airbender episode. That's a good show, to say the very least. And where should we mine? I think we should just go right here. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna risk it, I think. Sorry about the tutorial thing in the upper right corner. I just went from 1.8 because I was playing some mini games, and then yeah, decided to. Oh, stop! Stop it, you. What level are we at? We're at 20. We can probably get down fairly easily. Yeah, I was playing some mini games, and damn. Okay. I need this open so I can see. Oh wow, we still have Instamine. Alright, well we can speed through the first little bit of this, I guess. Really, we only need to mine diamonds and lapis. We have farms for everything else, so that's kind of funny now that I think about it. Yeah, we're literally just gonna go for diamonds and lapis from these mining expeditions. That should be fairly good. The one thing I will say is I wish I had a water bucket. Maybe I'll have to craft one, because it makes traversing this stuff way easier. But I'm kind of curious how many diamonds you can get. Yeah, it's always fun to get rich. Hey, what's up? I don't speak. I'm not sure what language that is, but unfortunately I don't speak it. We already found diamonds. But hey, welcome to the stream. How's it going? Cool. Already got some. How many is that? 8 so far? Nice. That's actually pretty bad luck. 2 per ore. Nice. Alright. This should get us some stone as well. Don't need redstone. Have a redstone farm. This is a big cave. Wow. I wonder if there's any diamonds in here. Oh, another person joining. Nice. Alright. Oh, there's an abandoned mine shaft there, isn't there? See, but I don't really need anything from the abandoned mine shaft. The only thing I do need is a notch apple still. If we found a notch apple in this, that would be legendary. This is stuff I can mine. An abandoned notch apple would be... We still have the beacon. Must be mining underneath the thing right now. It's kind of funny. Have the beacon effect. Interesting to say the very least. I definitely saw that abandoned mine shaft around here, didn't I? Yeah, right here. And I guess we could run through it, see if we find any chests. There's some lapis right there. You know, we always could find some diamonds in it, right? Yeah. Cool. It might be pretty lethal though. Though we are literally one-shotting these guys because we have strength 2 from the beacon. That's so gnarly. I can just literally one-shot mobs without critting. Ooh, that was some sweeping edge. I killed him. Wow. Overpowered, to say the least. What was that? Sharp 5? Smite 5. That's why I'm killing those mobs so easy. Because I have the smite. Okay. Well, we're back here. Might as well just keep going. Have a gold farm from the Wither Skeleton farm as well. And we're back to stripping. Cool. 8 diamonds in. My goal is a couple stacks, I guess. I'm not really sure how many we're going to get. Probably more effective than mine ancient debris in this time period. But you know what? I want to have a stack of diamond blocks. I think that sounds pretty good to me. So, yeah, I think we should do some diamond mining as well. Man, our inventory is already almost full of junk. Wow. We haven't even mined anything yet, really. Barely been mining. Anyways, guys, I guess we should just talk about some stuff. Treat this kind of like a podcast. That could be fun. Anyhow, I was reading up on this today. Did I already talk about this in a stream today? I did. I was going to talk about the same thing. Alright, let's talk about physics. Alright, so today I was running. I'm a runner. I was running with my girlfriend, actually. And, you know, since we're both avid runners, but my pace is faster just because of, you know, general guys are faster than girls. Just the way it is in the sport. But, so I was running, you know, I was a little less out of breath. She was a little tired. But, anyhow, I was just sort of talking to her, and she wasn't really listening, but it's okay. But I was talking to her about physics and theoretical physics specifically. And a lot of this stuff isn't based in science, and it's also, you know, my speculation that's odd other people do have. But, you know, when you're thinking about physics, like, I'm okay. With physics, I don't mean, like, you know, the force cart, you know, dropping an apple off the tree, Newton's laws or whatever. I'm talking, like, you know, like, the multiverses and how the universe started and, like, what's outside of it and, like, how does it exist, why does it exist, and it's sort of like existential crisis stuff, if you think about it. And, you know, I sort of found that, like, you know, I think, okay, this is going to come off crazy, but I think there has to be, it'd make a lot of sense if there is, like, a multiverse, right? I know there are, this isn't, like, totally just me being a weirdo. Like, don't click off, I'm not a flat earther. Like, I'm not saying there's a multiverse and it has alternate dimensions. It's just, like, me thinking logically that, say, at least in my understanding of how I've learned it, and I think this is the case, is that the Big Bang, which is what created the universe for you guys that don't know, essentially it was caused by two things. I think they think about it as two particles with infinite mass colliding, and then that caused the Big Bang. So we basically had these two particles, say the size, it's a point in space just traveling through the time. It's infinitely small, infinitely dense, infinitely massive. And they collided, and basically the universe is the resultant impact, almost. Like, we're the explosion of that impact, if that makes any sense at all. And to my thinking is that if there's two particles that could have done that, then there has to be more. Like, if you think about it, like, there's more of everything. So, like, at least in our universe, you know, I assume the laws of physics don't apply to whatever's outside of the universe, or whenever the Big Bang started, like what was before that, technically, if there was a before as time as we know it. But I think about it as, like, okay, so if that's how the universe started, then there's two infinitely mass particles that collided, and that means there has to be others, right? So therefore, couldn't other universes technically exist in that way? Like, not models of our own, but just like another collision occurred and it's, you know, an explosion. Like, but then that raises the other question. So let's harbor the thought that there is a multiverse, right? So there's multiple universes, there's multiple the particles floating around, and every time they collide, there's a huge explosion. And that essentially means that there's something exists outside, and it's probably unfathomable. But for simplicity's sake, let's just say it's similar in how space is to us. So, you know, space is just the space, like it's what we're occupying right now, like the fabric of space itself, and volume and things like that. So let's say it's like that, but then what's outside of that multiverse? Like, what's creating that fabric of space? And that sort of leads me to the question is, like, not only why do we exist right now, you know, as living beings on this planet at the specific time frame of a young universe, of our pretty young universe, actually, like, beyond that, like, why does space itself exist? You know what I mean? Like, why does our universe exist? Like, what caused that? Because there has to be something that caused it, right? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it can't just be nothing, almost, if that makes sense. And, I mean, and, you know, this is kind of weird to think about. Like, it makes me sort of struggle. I struggle to think about this a lot, actually. But, like, how is it, like, how are we here? Like, why do we exist? And how is there nothing outside the universe? How is there truly just nothing? You know what I mean? Like, if we're expanding, what are we expanding into? You know what I mean? So, because the universe is expanding, that's well known. So, that's sort of what I think is like, why does the space itself even exist? And this has been bothering me since on this run when I was talking to myself, which is never a good idea, because this is the moral dilemmas I create in my head, or philosophical dilemmas, is like, how do we exist, and what is the fabric of space, and what does it actually mean? And this eventually leads me down the train of thought, and this is exactly why religion exists. It's truly unexplainable. We're never going to know. There's no way. There is a reason. I would do anything. I would give up everything. Honestly, I don't know. I'd give up a lot just to know exactly what happened, just to have that thought in my head, even for a split second, and just to know exactly what occurred and how things work exactly, precisely, and what's right and what's wrong. Is there a multiverse? Know all that stuff and exactly how everything works, and just have be omnipotent about the whole thing, right? So, but we have no way of knowing. There's no true way. I don't know if there is ever a way we'll know. I think the only way we would know is if somehow there is a multiverse and we're somehow able to breach beyond it, because then we would be able to see what it's like outside, or understand that other universes do exist, which there are theories about that, which I could go down that rabbit hole. But this is why religion exists, because we really can't explain it. Like, it kind of makes sense if you think about, like, why people would think there's a higher power, which, I would say I'm an agnostic, but it makes a lot of sense that there is some higher power at play, whether it's a god or just, simply just, something else beyond us, because I feel like there has to be. There can't. Everything we know, like, how would this arise, you know what I mean? Because it's not like it's been around forever. If I think it'd be a lot simpler if our universe we could tell that it had literally been in existence for all of eternity, and that it never had ended. But we know it's, like, not aged. Like, it's only 13 billion years old, and we estimate the life of the universe to be infinite. Like, it's gonna last forever, so we're relatively young. If something lasts forever, which is what we're predicting this universe to last as, currently is what the best theories say, we can get into that too. Like, how does... If it's young and it only has existed for a finite period of time, like, we can distinctly say on this date the universe was created, like on that date specifically, then like that's what raises the question, because it's not like it's been around for forever. If it had been around for forever and we had to confirm it was infinite, it would just be like it is, you know what I mean? And that's sort of, I feel like, where a lot of the speculation comes from, since we're in a very young universe, specifically, which is the only time life can exist. So that does make sense why we would exist now. But yeah, that's kind of wild to think about sometimes, honestly. Definitely just weird and crazy to think about. But yeah, I'm sorry to keep going down this rabbit hole. No one's in the chat though, so this is sort of just me talking this through to myself too, as well as maybe provide some entertainment for the sole viewer of this live stream. So hope whoever that is, I hope you find it interesting. It might be just my 2 accounts, honestly. I really don't know. I don't know if it counts my stream. I don't think this counts this as a viewer. I have to Google this. But yeah, I think there's another person here. Alright, cool. I guess there is someone else, I think. I'm not sure, though. It's all the counters. I have it running on the dashboard as well as my phone, so there literally could just be just me. But that's okay. Anyhow, moving off of that, I need to stop talking about that. It's just wild to think about. You know what I mean? I don't know. That's like, I don't know, it blows my mind, some of that stuff. And it really blows my mind when you consider, like, what's going to happen later on in the universe and the stuff at play. Like, it's just, our time on Earth is so infinitesimally small. It's just so minute. 100 years, say, is how long we're going to live, that it's just not even, it's just so short compared to the life of the universe. I mean, it's going to take quadrillions upon quadrillions of years for the last black holes to decay. which is a whole other theory called heat death, which is how people predict the universe is going to quote-unquote die or reach its final state, its adult state, to say. In terms of like how long the universe will last, and its current hypothesis is that basically the universe is going to keep expanding and everything's going to eventually just dissolve into nothingness, but it's essentially more than that. So eventually there won't be any nebulas, and the energy has to dissipate eventually, so stars will stop creating. At that point, relative to like a human life, the universe is just being born. Like, it still has so much time before it reaches its final state. Basically, it's based on, it's called heat death, and there's three main theories, and this is the most prominent one. That's the most accepted by scientists. Basically, what it means is everything wants to reach entropy. The way I got explained it was by an in a nutshell video, but say you have a coffee with cream and stuff. If you left it sitting, eventually the temperature is going to equalize, and it's going to, there's some diamonds. The temperature will equalize, all the components of it will equalize, and it'll reach a constant state, if that makes sense. It's like constant throughout, it's an even solution of liquid. Same thing if you dump salt and water, eventually it's going to dissolve into a homogeneous solution. Think as that, except on a much, much larger scale of the universe. So eventually everything is going to dissolve. So stars are going to stop producing, and over time, we'll just have the dying husks of stars and things like that. And eventually, like, once all that happens, we'll have a lot of just floating stuff, floating planets and things like that. And eventually all that gets sort of sucked into black holes just by sheer chance. And once that happens, we like sort of have the entropy, because the matter's all going into the black holes and decaying and stuff like that. And in the black holes, eventually even that decays too and reaches entropy, which is truly the amazing part of this, is that even black holes dissolve and reach, eventually the universe reaches total entropy, except for like a hazy, basically all that's left is some photons as like a haze in the universe, which I think is pretty crazy. Someone definitely just joined. Welcome. We're talking about physics and theoretical physics, but if you want to talk about something else, let me know, because I've been going on a rabbit hole like this for several hours now in my head, thinking about all this stuff. But if you want to talk about something else, just let me know, or if you want just the noise to drown something out, basically. But do apologize for that one. But yeah, essentially we have this entropy, and eventually the universe reaches that, but the scale of this is like quadrillions, like a Google years, like infinitesimally large, or I don't know what the correct word is, but like an infinitely large amount of time. Like, this isn't something that occurs like really fast or something like that. This is taking a long time. Like, for reference, the stellar age, which is when stars are going to be being produced, is estimated to take around a few trillion years. I think around 1 trillion years it starts to level off. So we're about percent of the way done with the stellar age. So we still have 99th out of 100 time left, which it's still 99 billion years. And then we still have times where stars still take the die. It's estimated that red dwarfs, which are basically what kind of occurs after certain stars die, they last for a really, really long time. Same with white dwarfs, which is what our own star will turn into. And we can, but that lasts a long time. It's a long time, but it's even longer for the black holes to decay. So that's technically what heat death is the universe keeps expanding, everything sort of radiates into nothingness and dissolves into the void, and there's just nothing. It's cold and dark and empty, and time is meaningless. Nothing changes. It's because everything strives for perfect entropy, so there's not a way for it to become undone, because there's no energy to do that. It requires energy. I have heard stuff about quantum tunneling, and that could be potentially something that could undo that, but that's sort of, I don't really even understand how that would work. I think basically quantum tunnels somehow, I don't know, I have to look more of that up. But that's what heat death is. That's one of the prominent ways the universe will die. And I did a really bad way of explaining that, but basically everything just dissolves, similar to how salt dissolves in the water. Everything will dissolve into the universe, and it will become unchanging. Because unless you add energy, which energy can't be created, you're not going to be able to undo that. Because if you mix salt with water, the only way to get the salt out is to add energy and boil the water away, which, yeah, you can't do that on the universe's scale. Nothing naturally is going to occur from that. And that person just left. Classic. But anyways, I guess we can talk about it, and I'm just talking to myself or someone who's very interested. Checking Discord. The only other way, there's two other ways the universe could die, and I prefer to believe the third one I'll share with you guys, because I think it's the most heartwarming, to say the very least. The way this is, it's called the Big Rip Theory. This is the second, which is, in my opinion, the worst one. Is that, so the universe is expanding, right? And this is caused by something called dark energy, which is the energy that's causing the universe to expand. Because technically, by the energy and gravity we can detect, the universe should actually be constricting. Like, it shouldn't be able to expand. So there has to be some type of energy. And in this case, that the Big Rip, that our estimates for dark energy are actually low, and there's actually a lot more of it than we realize. And what happens in this case is that the universe's expansion actually accelerates, and it accelerates to the point where it breaches like the speed of light. And at that point, what happens is, as it accelerates, so everything's held together by gravity, but as the expansion increases, gravity can't hold things. So at first, you have clusters of galaxies ripped apart, and then you have galaxies themselves ripped apart, and like slowly but surely, like larger and larger, smaller and smaller structures are ripped apart, until the rate of the universe's expansion exceeds the speed of light. Which at that point, what happens is, even particles themselves can't be held together anymore faster than the speed of light. Which truly, it means basically that you have a bunch of particles that can only ever travel the speed of light, since nothing can exceed that naturally. And since the space in between them is expanding faster than they're able to travel, what you find out is just a bunch of particles darting through space that can literally never touch each other, and they're just getting farther and farther apart. And there's literally no way to undo that. So that's definitely the most like disturbing ending, I think you could say, to say the very least. Like, very not good. The other way a universe could end is, my opinion, the best. And it's called the Big Crunch and the Big Bounce Theory. So this also relates to dark energy. And there's something else called dark matter that we have to talk about too in order to understand this. So dark matter is essentially the opposite of dark energy. So once again, due to how expansion works, even still, some galaxies and clusters shouldn't be able to hold themselves together. And also, there's very interesting movement of some of these clusters. And this is essentially, my understanding, due to stuff like dark matter, which is essentially stuff that acts like matter, and the fact that it has a gravitational pull, but we're unable to actually like see it or detect it in any way possible. So it's very interesting in that regard. Essentially what this means is that in this theory there's actually less dark energy, or there's more dark matter, or both of some sort. And essentially what ends up happening is that there's less dark energy, or somehow it goes away or gets expended, which we're not really sure if this can happen yet. As what happens is the universe's expansion, instead of speeding up like it does in the other theories, slows down and eventually reaches zero, and eventually turns around and becomes negative, meaning the universe starts to constrict on itself. And when the universe starts to constrict on itself, what happens is, everything gets closer and closer together. It gets hotter. It gets like it's a reverse Big Bang, so it gets hotter and hotter in the center as stuff becomes more dense. Eventually, black holes swallow each other up. Stuff starts merging in the black holes until it all eventually merges into one supermassive black hole that has, it's the center of the universe, is the universe itself, until even that constricts and becomes nothing and swallows itself and becomes an infinite piece of particle again, an infinite particle. And this is essentially saying that this has happened multiple times, and that you have it constrict and then expand, and it's like a constant push and pull, and that our universe has had multiple lives in this regard of just pushing and pulling, constantly at war with itself. That guy's really annoying. Alright. And that's essentially what it means. That's my personal favorite. We have no way of really knowing what's going to happen. At least no one alive. Good. Alright, we reconnected. Alright, there might have been a bit of a glitch. I do apologize for that if that happened. We have no way of knowing. So, you know what? I think the moral of this story is, the moral of this 30-minute long rant about the universe to no one, is that life is short. We don't have a way of knowing these things really, so the best thing to do, I think, is just to take advantage of your life and, yeah, focus on what we do know, which we know that, there's problems in our country, there's problems in the world, and, oh my god. Oh. Man. I need to get sharpness. There's problems in this world, and it's better for us to solve them. And maybe keep the thinking about the universe to the real pros and who's that's their job. Because, can't solve the universe, but maybe I can help with some issues here. Anyways, third person just joined. Welcome to the stream. I just ranted about theoretical physics for about an hour or a half hour. But I'm done doing that now, so if you want to say hello or bring up another topic to talk about, I'd be happy to. Oh, 2 people left now. Interesting. I left talk about my theoretical physics and both people leave. Interesting. Alright. Well then. Yeah, I think it's just best, sometimes it's best just to focus on the now rather than the future. That's really the only time that matters, You know what I mean? That's where everyone you care about's the now. No one else, you know what I mean? That's my rationale behind it. So, yeah, Oh yeah, I'm tired. Oh, that's my thinking. Alright. Goodbye. But, yeah, that's sort of, the deal, I guess. There's another cave over here. Maybe I'll find more diamonds in this guy. These are some pretty large caves. Alright. Try to transition to another topic. We did lose both our viewers, so maybe whoever it was is very interested by theoretical physics and wanted to leave. Ooh, I almost just fell in that water. Or lava. I wish it was water. That'd be cool. You know what? They should add underwater rivers too, because that actually exists in real life. Like, there's underwater lakes and shit like that. Oops. Sorry about the curse word. There's underwater lakes and things like that, which we do have the water pockets, but it'd be cool if there's like a river like this underwater in Minecraft. Like, that'd be sweet. I'd be very happy with that. We're nearing a stack. That's definitely good. We have quite a bit of stone as well, so I'm happy about that. Someone just joined. Welcome to the stream. Drop a hello in the chat. Yeah. Guess we should talk about something else now, right? What should we talk about? What's a good topic? Topic of the day. Yeah, all I've been thinking about is theoretical physics all day. I don't even know why. But yeah, that's kind of maybe not the best topic. The one I have in mind is actually kind of a fun one to talk about, but we can talk about it. So anyhow, what I want to talk about now, I guess, is and if you're in chat and the only reason why you leave the stream is because I'm talking about this, just speak up and tell me to talk about something else. Just tell me off. That's all I want to hear. You know what I mean? That's all I really need to hear is shut up, stop talking about this. I don't really care. Yeah, so string theory, and I guess not necessarily string theory, but like 10 to 10 dimensions that are assumed under string theories, I think would be the correct terminology. Oh yeah, they just left, okay. Okay, so we have 10 dimensions. So the first dimension, or the 0th dimension, let's say, this is a point in space. There's no length, no width, no height. It occupies no space. It's just a point. It's a position, essentially, in space. So that's the 0th dimension. It has no dimension to it. The second dimension is a line, or the first dimension is a line. So, point to a point. The next is a third dimension. The second, I'm skipping one. So the next dimension is a plane, so it's 2-dimensional. This is all understandable. So you have a plane of space, that's 2 dimensions. And then you have 3-dimensional space, right? So basically the way that works is you start with a point at the 0th dimension, then you add a second point to create a line, and then for the second dimension you add every other possible line, basically, and that creates a plane. And then to make the third dimension, and this is sort of the basis for the rest of it as well, you add all the other planes in order to make three-dimensional space, and that creates 3D space. Now let's say we take 3D space and condense it down to a point, and then we take the 3D space at a different pure point in time, condense that down to a point, and create a line between that. And that becomes a timeline, which is the fourth dimension. So then it follows the same guideline. So we add another line, creating a plane in time, or the fifth dimension. And then we would add more time planes, creating the sixth dimension. So essentially we have this three-dimensional space of time, if you think about it like that encompasses all possible timelines of a given universe. Then what you do after that is you take the specific time, you take all that, you condense it down to a point, and then you have a timeline all the time in a single point. All the possible timelines for a universe condensed into like a single point. Just think about it like that. And then you take that point, you add another point. And what that point represents is another universe in all its possible timelines with a different set of physics, like another possible universe of another possible set of physical characteristics. And then you add another line, which creates a plane, so a bunch more possible universes, and then you create more planes out of that, making a 3D space of all possible universes, and then you condense that down into a point, which is what becomes the 10th dimension, which encompasses all possible universes with all possible rules of physics and laws of physics, as well as all possible timelines within each of those universes. So when you try to expand that once again out into another line, you can't, because there's literally everything. It encompasses everything that is possible. All possible time streams, all sets of physics, all of that. And that's the 10 dimensions. And there are 2 people watching the stream, and I'm going to shut up about this now. Welcome to the stream. We are currently mining for diamonds. We're trying to get rich. I've been alone. I've been pondering this physics all day. I don't know if this happens to you guys when you ponder. Oh, look here. More diamonds. If you ponder just theoretical physics yourself, if you do, pretty interesting stuff. But yeah, I've been pondering this, and I'd love to talk about something else if you guys have anything at all you're interested in. I'd love to hear it. So yeah, just say hello in the chat. Stick around. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, I guess. But yeah, we're just mining. Wanted to do a bit of a late night stream since I was a bit bored. Friend couldn't play Bed Wars, so decided to do some streaming. It's pretty fun to stream, so I'm getting better at talking by doing it as well, which is nice. Yeah, mining. Wish we had like a mining song playing in the background. That could be fun. Like, what's a mining song? I don't even know. I'm trying to think, like, I don't know. Probably something from, like, Snow White with the 7 dwarves or whatever. I don't even think I've seen that movie, to be honest. I haven't seen any of those old Disney princess movies, really. Maybe a couple. I had a little sister, so... Oh. Well, I'm pretty sure he wins the Darwin Award. Oh! I won the stupid award for missing all of this stuff. So there is this lava pocket that we'll have to deal with. Do not want to give up the diamonds. Did that work? Oh, okay. Yes, it did. Okay, that's actually pretty sweet. Alright. Let's mine these. There we go. Cool. Throw that stuff away. I really have no use for it. Gotta love diamonds. Okay. It's always funny, I look over at the chat and I can see myself like 15 seconds ago. It's like looking in a time machine a little bit. Man, this craft wooden planks thing really is making me mad. Maybe I can... There's more diamonds there. I'm gonna try... Please tell me that turns it off. Yes, it turns it off. Thank you. Thank you for doing that, Minecraft. Once again, another mob winning the Darwin Award. Nice. And 3 more diamond ore, looks like. Not bad at all. And we're slowly but surely running out of inventory space. I don't know how we're still doing alright, to be honest. Stacking 22, that's not terrible, but not super good. I'm kind of surprised we haven't found more. I just used the silk touch pick. Oops. Maybe I will start silk touching instead. I don't really need. Am I back under? I'm back under the base. Must be back under the villager area. Oh, somehow I made it. This is kind of fun. The mine down here. I do think we have to put stuff in the ender chest at this point, though. Alright. Stacking lots of lapis. That's all we literally need to mine is lapis and diamonds. Because we have a farm for every other thing. So the wither skeleton farm for coal. We have an iron farm for iron. We have a redstone witch farm for redstone. Currently the wither skeleton farm for gold. I am going to get the ores because that is a useful building block now that I think about it, to have some of these ores lying around. And then, yeah, I think so. Yeah, it's just lapis and diamond that we don't have farms for. Technically, we can never have farms for. More diamonds. Nope. Aww. That's always rough. I don't know where I am where I have haste 2, but okay, I guess. I really do not know, but it is nice, I will say. I mean, look how fast we're speeding across this lava. I'm kind of I might want to go in spectator just to see where the heck we are. Like, we could be. We're at our base. We're at the jungle base right now. We made it over to the jungle base because we're in the jungle, and that's the only jungle remotely nearby. Wow, we mined pretty far. Okay then, nice. I think I have plenty of iron ore. Plus, that's super easy to find if I ever need it. Mainly looking like rare ores, you know what I mean? It's like redstone ore, lapis ore. These are useful building blocks. I'm using the wrong pick. Couldn't stop using the silk touch before, and now. Stop. You stop too. Go in there. Get out of here, boss. Same with like gold ore. Pretty nice texture. Yeah, I wish you could one-shot creepers. So many creepers. Some more lapis lazuli right here. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Alright, let's just keep mining. Why not? Hey, what's up, Game Player Lamborghini? Are you new to the channel, or I don't know if I've seen you before, but welcome to the stream. How's it going? We're just mining for some diamonds. Always good to see new faces in this stream. That's why I love interacting with you guys. So I'm glad one of you guys decided to chat. It means a lot. Yeah, we're just mining for some diamonds. I guess I'm trying to get a stack of diamond blocks. That's kind of the goal. Not today, but in my world. Oh, you're new to the channel? Yeah, man. I make redstone content, and this is also Let's Play channel if you're ever interested in that kind of stuff. You know, if you stick around for a little while, we will be looking at the base here pretty shortly, since I am getting done with mining. So you can see kind of the stuff I'm working on if you're new. Hope you stick around. I think I'm going to mine to the next pocket of diamonds and probably head up to the surface. But yeah, mining for diamonds. I'm trying to get a stack of diamond blocks. I'm not really sure how many we have or whatever, but I think we have a few stacks before this. And I've got about a stack and a half so far. But yeah, it's just chill out stream. You know how it's going. If you want to talk about anything, just let me know. Just chilling and talking about what I'm doing, basically. I'm subbed and liked, and also hit the bell. Thank you, man. That's awesome to hear. That's always awesome to hear. I love hearing that. It's always good to hopefully pick up a new subscriber. Thanks for that. That means a lot. Actually, I even saw the number tick up just now. So thank you for that, dude. It means a lot. You're one more subscriber closer to the 400. So thanks for helping me get closer to that milestone. Anyways, yeah, so we're just mining. I wasn't getting these ores before since, I was sort of talking about this, I think, possibly before you joined, but I have farms for most of everything at this point. I have witch farm for redstone, iron farm for iron, which I don't even want that because I don't need the ore. And then wither skeleton farm, which I actually released that video today of starting the construction on that farm. I think I finished the farm, but don't do any of the spawn proofing in the episode I released today. So I have that for coal. But I'm just picking up the redstone ore and like the gold ore and lapis ore. I don't have a lapis farm, so I can get that anyways. But picking those up just in case I need them for like a building project. I want to build like a cave or something. It's good to have these ores around, just because you can't farm the ores even if you can farm the item. And it's not like I have to still fortune them again. It's not too big of a deal to mine. But we're mainly after diamonds and lapis, which here we go. Another, what was that? 6 more? Nice. Alright, alright. That's what I like to see. That's what I like to see. Pop up here. Oh, that goes down again. I'm getting... Oh, yeah. There we go. 4 more. That's what I like to see. These caves, as I was saying, I was getting really lucky with these caves. Getting really lucky with these caves right now. Kind of surprising. I never really get this lucky with caves. I've found most of them in caves, to be honest, so far. But I'll take it. I'll take it for sure. More redstone. Nice. More redstone ore. I knew there had to be a little bit more. Cool. What time is it for you? It's currently 12:43 in the morning, so just after midnight. My sleep schedule's pretty bad right now, given it's summer, and I'm a college student, so I always stay up late with friends and stuff like that. So I can't really go to sleep, and I have some friends from home I usually play online with, but they weren't available, so I figured why not do a stream, even though I already streamed earlier today. So decided to do some mining. Maybe I'll show around the base if you're new to the channel. That could be fun to do for the last 15 minutes. The 4 base areas we have. It's kind of fun to see. It's pretty quick to look at all of it. 5:44 p.m. I guess. And more diamonds. This is a 6-patch, I think. Nice. Or is it 5:44 in the morning? If it's 5:44 in the morning, I don't even... That'd be like what? Like the UK? Like somewhere in Europe, I guess? That's very early, my guy, if that's the case. But if it's 5:44 p.m., I guess would be like Hawaii. Or somewhere like that. I'm not trying to guess where you live, but that kind of sounds creepy now that I think about it. But yeah, that's pretty cool. Morning, oh dang. Yeah, yeah. Damn, dude. Have you not gone to bed yet, or are you just like awake now? You woke up early. That's early. That's late to be up and also early to be up. It's kind of bad either way. Though I definitely have stayed up. I've stayed up close to that late myself. I get to a point though, and I get so tired I just can't. I just go to pass out a little bit. Are we in the extreme hills now? That's cool. This is good too, because we get emeralds from trading relatively easily, but this emerald ore should be pretty heavy. Oh, you're UK. Yeah, nice. No sleep. I respect it, dude. That's very respectable. I've had friends when quarantine first started. I had a couple friends. I don't know. I wasn't there for this, but they just like stayed up all night, and they stayed up to 6:30, and then they're like, you know what? It doesn't matter. We're on quarantine. We got like a couple weeks off from school around then, and they just got up and played video games for like several more hours. That was like gold, diamond, and emerald all next to each other. 3 precious metals. But yeah, just got up and whatever. Yeah, they just went for it. No, what's up, Plank? Your UK also still up? Yeah, I'm kind of a wuss when it comes to staying up, to be honest. Definitely a lot more people can stay up later than I can. I usually, if I'm watching TV or something, like binge watching Netflix or whatever, I'll stay up till like 4:30 in the morning. But then I sort of just force myself to go to bed. Like, I just feel so bad for staying up that late. It's unproductive, I guess, watching TV. I think I've also stayed up that late probably playing Minecraft a couple of times. I've had a couple late nights working on farms and things like that, so, and projects or whatever. I think just last week I stayed up to, I think 2:30 just playing Minecraft, and a couple more hours after that dewinding. I'm 11. Damn. That's funny, if you actually are, but when I was 11, I don't know, I definitely did not. I stayed up probably the latest. I think 11 p.m. would have been late for me when I was 11. I don't know, I'm around 20 years old, but yeah. To be honest, I'm kind of celebrating just spending my final. Congratulations, dude. That's awesome. Are you, like, graduated from university then at this point, or is it the end of a year for you? That's pretty sweet. Wouldn't usually stay up this late. I totally get that. I remember I just finished my first year of university, so I definitely remember celebrating a lot after each semester finished. Though I guess the second semester we're in quarantine, but that's kind of, yeah, that was a little different. But I definitely first semester did a bit for sure. But I did have a final on the last day, which kind of sucked. Oh no, in the second year. All right, yeah. So I just finished up my first year, but yeah, it's good. I guess in the UK, you guys have 4 years of university, right? Similar to the United. I'm in the United States. I know we have 4 years, because I know you guys, college for you is like from when you're 16 to 18, right? And then you're in university for 4 years. I think that's how it's. I know I'm probably wrong, so I do apologize if I'm totally butchering that. And more diamonds, nice. We're getting lucky now. And I do have to throw out some stuff, maybe, then, instead. I guess I'll keep the dirt. And this is all kind of stuff I want to keep. Besides maybe that, and this, and this. And let's just yeah, I'll keep all that stuff. Some courses are 3 years. 3 years? Oh, okay. Alright, that makes sense. Yeah, because for us, after, I don't know if you guys have the equivalent, like high school or you call it that, but we go to secondary school, so after primary school from ages roughly 14 to 18, so for 4 years, and then we go to university, typically for 4 years. People are able to graduate early, but it's the norm to go 4 years. Yeah, college is just what they call the last 2 years. Yeah, that's, okay, that makes sense. Okay, yeah, we just have high school, yeah, just all combined. Yeah, I've heard it compared to taking, like, advanced classes for 2 years, basically. I don't know, we have, like, that's what I've heard it compared to from people I know from the region. But, that's pretty cool. It's always cool, like, the differences in educational systems around the world. That's kind of interesting to talk about, and just cultural differences in general. But, yeah. Last college portfolio, is it a summer term, or do your guys' school terms extend longer? Because I know here we have, like, the summers off in the United States and university. My university does offer, like, a summer term. But A-levels, yeah, that's what I've heard. It's like IB or AP classes. We have those here. I'm not sure if that exists over there. But, yeah, I've heard of IB. Some kids do take IB in the United States, actually. Yeah. But, yeah, because I know we have a summer term, but it's, like, optional. A lot of kids don't take it. It's more like the catch up on classes or get ahead. Maybe if you're taking 2 majors or 2 degrees, you want to finish on time, you have to take summer classes. But that's interesting if you guys have terms that end later. Oh, an extension. Yeah, for us over here, we just, and most schools did this here, we didn't get extension. They just moved this online. It was kind of like, we just, I went home basically from school, saved my life. Oh, okay, he had like an extension. Oh, like on the portfolio itself. That makes sense. Yeah, we didn't get any extensions on this semester, though I will say, for me personally, my school got remarkably easier. There's just one class. I'm an engineer, but engineering major, but some material science class was gonna kick my ass basically. And excuse my language. They usually cap it at 40% if you summer reset, but they got rid of it. Okay. Yeah, it's gonna kick my butt, but then we moved online like a week before the first exam, and I was super stressed out about that one. And we move online, and he sends us the email after his 2-week spring break, and he's like, "All right, guys, FYI, like, this sucks for everyone." Essentially, is what he's trying to say. And yeah, our tests are going to be open note and open internet, and you'll have a week to complete it. So it's just like a joke. So it kind of saved my life as well. Easy architecture. Oh, that's really cool. I do mechanical engineering, so fairly broad field, very physicsy, a lot of physics involved. Architecture is really interesting, so I guess you probably do a lot of drafting and stuff like that. That's an interesting major. That's something that's I found interesting in the past for sure. But yeah, it's hard, but I enjoy the classes I'm in. So even though it's hard, I kind of enjoy the content. So it evens out, I would say. That's so jokes. Oh yeah, with the course, I don't even get it. The course is useless for my content. I need it for my degree. Like, I'll never need any of that information. I kind of remember it anyways. Like, I could talk about it, like, if I needed to, or like, kind of know what I'm doing if I need to do some brush up on it. But easy exam, really, no. It was like we had online access, and he posted the lecture notes online. It's like a PowerPoint presentation, and you could literally, it'd be like, so it's a material science, so like, what is this specific structure, and like the chemistry, so like, what's the structure of this crystal called, like, what does this mean? So give a term, and I would just Control F the term in the PowerPoint, especially for the final exam specifically, because he just gave up. I just would just use like the find command and with Windows or whatever, and be able to find all of the sorry about that. I just found every single term. I mean, there was like some math, but since we had all the formulas, it didn't really matter. The math in that class is very much plug and chug, so if you knew the formulas, it wasn't that big of a deal. But yeah, I don't even know. It was kind of a joke, but it's okay. All my other exams were still proctored in the same difficulty, though we did have some extra time in some of them, which I think was fair given the circumstances of it all. But yeah, that class is definitely a joke. Oh yeah, we gotta do a lot of drafting, but mainly on programs now. Like, yeah, I was gonna say probably on AutoCAD. I used 2-dimensional AutoCAD my first year of high school a little bit. Don't really remember any of it. I use SolidWorks now, which I know it's more of a modeling software rather than a drafting software. Because I know AutoCAD you can use for both, or at least Autodesk offers both types of things. But yeah, I'm learning SolidWorks. If you've ever heard of that, it's a similar CADing program. Sketch and turn stuff into 3D models, basically. It's kind of a pain. I'm doing some crazy stuff right now. Have an internship with it, and I'm trying to do all this stuff, and it's very difficult. And there's all self-taught right now. But yeah, I imagine her, in terms of drawing, probably learned similar things. Because I just took a drafting course, basically, last semester, where the whole thing was just in paper drafting. We did a lot of hand drawing, as well as learning how to, do all the dimensions and the proper annotations and stuff like that, the proper notation for all of that stuff. And then, moving on to, like, actually using the 3D dimensional CAD to model things, which was fun. Unfortunately, went online, though, so we kind of missed out on some of that class, but it's all good. It could have been worse. Okay. Alright. Did you get out and do anything fun if you finished your last portfolios, I guess? I know I would have probably gone out with friends and stuff like that in that situation. After you finish, or just have a long video game session. I think both would be equally exciting for me. To either just like hang out with friends or just play video games for a lot of hours straight. Or just relax if it was a hard process, to be honest. Thanks. Always looking for more. Always looking for more better programs. Alright, that's cool, yeah. AutoCAD's definitely a cool one. I think Autodesk in general is really nice just because they have so many softwares available that are all kind of... Hello, my name is Patrick. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too, Patrick. I'm Easy. I would say my real name, and it wouldn't matter because it's extremely common. It's probably one of the more common names on the earth, but I'll say Easy. But nice to meet you, dude. I haven't seen either of you now I'm talking and thinking about it. Plank and Patrick, as well as before Game Player. Welcome. If I'm not sure if you guys are new to the channel or I just haven't seen you before, but welcome regardless. Welcome to it all. Hope to see you guys around more. I'm going to try doing more regular streams, hopefully. And obviously I'll have content releasing, a Let's Play and Redstone stuff. You're hungry? You can have a golden carrot if you want. Here you go. I'll leave that one there for you. If you'd like. That's funny. Sweet. How's people doing all-nighters? That's true. A nap would be really good too. I could get that as well. Maybe nap now and then party later, I guess. Might be optimal. Yeah, yeah. We're talking about staying up. Some of my late nights have been, staying up really late doing work for final stuff for college. Last fall semester specifically, since we weren't home due to COVID and I didn't have anything else to do besides homework. But yeah, naps are nice. I took too many naps last semester, or fall semester. Gotten out of that habit now, but yeah, first semester, my freshman year, do you make Krabby Patties? I do make Krabby Patties, yes. I've added a mod to make Krabby Patties in Minecraft. This is the Krabby Patty meat right here. This stuff right here. It's the secret formula, you can't know what's in it. That's so funny. Sorry, crack. Excited to play all the games I've been missing out on. Yeah, I know. I hadn't played Minecraft in years. It's before coronavirus. Yeah, I think the last time I'd really played was about a year and a half before then. Like significantly, besides an occasional thing over like a winter break. But yeah, I'm like excited to be playing again. I'm really excited to be in this world. This is just a lot of fun. So I hope once I am back in person, I can manage it so I can continue to play. Which I think is possible. I think it's possible. I think the one thing about coronavirus is I actually learned to manage my time and homework better. So, not 100% I passed. Same. Yeah. I hope you passed, dude. I hope you did. Good luck, man. I really hope you did pass. I have faith in you. I'm not really sure. Kind of dropped it for years. Yeah, me too. Like, I had the YouTube channel, which I actively played on for a couple of years, but I would say for about the last year of it, before this period of time, and actually probably the most successful my channel's been, even though after I took a very long break from it, was... That's odd. This is at Y level 12. Interesting. Yeah. I did drop it. I have dropped it for also just years at a time throughout my time, because I've been playing since April of 2012. Yeah, I noticed that too, that I wasn't really playing at all last year, and then a lot of kids from my school, you know, previously would have said, like, it's a bad game for, like, kids and stuff like that, which, yeah, I don't agree with in that regard, but they all started playing it, talking about it again, and this is after I'd finished, like, my first stint on YouTube, and they're all talking about how they're defeating the Ender Dragon. I was like, this is so funny. If like this is a year ago, I would have been the pro among them, but now I don't play anymore. But yeah, here I am back playing and having more fun than ever. I'm having so much fun. I've reached a certain point where I've realized I've actually gotten decent at the game and can build things again. Can actually sort of rival stuff. So that's fun, because this is the first world. I had a other world before this that was very big, but this is the first world where I've done true mega builds and super large scale projects and stuff like that, I would say, on like a decent skin. It's gone very, yeah, it really has. It's become like immensely. It was like people were saying it's dying, and then all of a sudden, like, every single Minecraft YouTuber that's remotely popular gets a huge boost, and everyone's playing it again. I don't really know what happened, but yeah, it's in a good way. I'm really happy where the game is right now. Plus, we're getting regular updates right now, too. Like, what, in the past 2 years now, since 1.13, we've had 4 updates. They'll leave it, yeah, it totally will. It's going to be around forever, too, I think. I can see it being updated in some form for a very long time. But yeah, we've had so many updates. I think that's helped, too. Just had the aquatic village and pillage, plus the whatchamacallit, the Nether update, which just came out. But yeah, I do think it's going to leave an impact for a long time. Big ones too, yeah. So you remember, like, I assume if you're played it all, but just like after 1.7, it took so long for stuff that after, okay, 1.8 came out relatively quickly, but it took a year and a half for 1.9 to come out, and then what, it was 1.10, which is a nothing update. It had polar bears and magma blocks, like whatever. And then after that, I had no idea this was here, by the way. I hadn't just somehow cheat into this. But after that was 1.11, which was decently. It had the shulkers and stuff, but there was nothing insane. Same with 1.12 was just some blocks. But then all of a sudden, like 1.13, 1.14 is just like, all right, we're about to step up the notch and release like insanely huge updates every 6 months or whatever. Yeah, I want a cave update too. I'm not sure what that would look like though. I guess it'd be like cave biomes, right? Like different features. Like maybe you have like a crystal cave or something like that, and you have like just different types of cave generation. Maybe they add some more stone types, like marble and stuff like that. That could be pretty cool. I do think they should add basalt generating in the overworld. I think that'd be cool. Like in like magma tubes or something like that. I think that would make sense, but maybe that's not Minecrafty enough. I could see them doing a cave update. I'm not really sure what else there would be. I think there was going to be... I imagine there will be an end update at some point. I think that's definitely... Oh my god. Well, this is a disaster. Okay, let's go try to find all my stuff. Ooh. How'd that even happen? Oh no. Alright, I think I can do it though. We just gotta be like fast about it. Oh man. This is really stressful. Ooh. Okay, hopefully we can find my stuff. Alright, we're about to go back. We're gonna go back to the base, I think, to try to find this. That's such a classic move. 2 of the people just left. I did have armor. I'm surprised it did that much damage. I had Prot 4 Netherite and an Elytron, but I guess that's what happens with the creepers. I hope I didn't lose all that stuff. That would really suck. I guess get a set of armor. I'm glad I have all this extra stuff. This is the base, by the way. I don't know if you've seen it. I don't know if you're new to the channel or not, but yeah, this is the base. I guess we should try to follow my path, right? I think that'd make the most sense. Yeah. Get a sword as well. Nah, I haven't seen the base. Yeah, this is it. It's pretty cool. If I find my stuff, I can show it around some more. But yeah, it's cool. We'll do a flyby, I guess. Yeah, this is the base. This is one base. I have several bases. I just got a new PC, but I had to split stuff up on the older one for a little bit. What's up, Fresh Milk? How's it going? Welcome to the stream. I guess what we should do is just try to retrace my steps. That's the good thing about mining, is hopefully I can find it all. Moving toward only after you cover the goods. Yeah, I think I should be able to find it. Theoretically, it should be possible. We'll see, though. gotta find my way down first, though. Here we go. Wait, why is there two ways? Nope, not today. Okay. I feel like it was the other way. I think we should try the other way. Unless I went in this mine shaft. Which is possible that I did this. I think I did, actually. Yeah, I went this way, I remember. Okay. Okay, so we're slowly but surely retracing our steps. That's good. That is good. That's very good. How long is the world? A few months old now. I started it back in March over quarantine, maybe April. I kind of forget at this point. Oh, come on. Do not need this stuff right now, guys. Don't need you right now, skeletons. Okay, maybe it is the other way. I'm gonna try running the other way if I can find my way back. That would suck, because you know this stuff's never gonna despawn either. It's just gonna be in the world. This is why you placed it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I should have had my cords open too. That would have been nice. Maybe if I scroll back, I can find my cords. That's actually a good idea now I think about it. Yep. I actually can find my cords in the stream. Okay. Alright, I think I might have found... That's so funny. I think I found them. Turn on the playback speed to be 1.5 times. Try to locate this in the stream itself. Oh, I think I found it. Okay. Oh, it barely flashed up. Alright. This is about 20 minutes ago. I gotta pause it. I gotta get ready. Okay. Facing, okay, 328 negative 3. All right, let's go. All right, don't have time for you, zombie. Sorry. Alright, it's weird I'm insta-mining everything right now. Okay, I can't believe I just located that. This is why you placed that. Alright, I found it. Okay. So I was facing north to that redstone. So it's to the right of north. So, east. East, I want to travel east once I get to that spot. There we go. Sorry, I'm just fixing the chat again. What chord is we at right now? We're almost at the top. Have to be. Okay, 328, negative 431. The reason why I do this is to prevent loading my items as long as possible. 328. Should have gotten a shovel out. It's okay though. Not again. Whoa. There we go. Doesn't it despawn? Only if it's loaded. So items that aren't loaded won't despawn, basically. I think. Yeah, I don't think if they're not loaded they shouldn't despawn. Believe it or not. Oh, come on. Get out of my way. So many cave systems. Alright, we're at 11. Wait. 431. I'm stupid. I'm so stupid. Oh my god. Can't believe I misread that. Stressing out on the stream. Nice. Typical. Not trying to mine 100 blocks away, so. Is this? No, we're not up to the top yet. Eventually I can just fly out of this hole. $431. Makes more sense now. Moving along. Okay, let's get out of there. 4. Here. There we go. This should be it, and 50 blocks will hit it, hopefully. Okay, sorry, I was figuring this all out. Sorry, guys. Okay, let's hope we get my items back. I don't fancy losing 7 ingots worth of netherite stuff, so yeah. That's a lot of netherite, to say the very least. Well, just gotta keep mining, right? I wonder if this is the same abandoned mine shaft. It could be. probably is. I'm probably very close to my items right now, to be honest. Okay, so where is... the items? Did I misread the chords? I could have. Should have kept track of the timestamp. That would have been smart. Okay. Damn. Let's try digging around a little bit. Oh, there it is. Okay, I found it again. Sorry about this, guys. I really do apologize. I just need to find this, so... Oh. I flipped them. That's such a classic mistake of mine. Okay, well that's unfortunate. Okay. Where was I at before? Wait. No, I was in the right spot. Oh no. I just think I might have gone to the wrong... Okay. Oops. I think I went to the wrong chords, is what happened. Okay, let's go. Dig straight down the Y40, and then we're gonna go into a 2 wide. Hope the items. Hey, Tropical Troop, what's up, dude? How's it going? We're currently trying to recover items. If you could go back in the stream a bit, I took a hard hit. Yeah, I took a creeper to the face. I used the stream to find chords of right here. It's to the right. It's this way, I think. All right. think it's west. So it's this way is north, so then it's also I just screwed up. I think it's east. I think this is the right way. Okay. Ah. Yeah. This is the right way, in fact. Yeah, because that's where I threw the carrot. The carrot's still there. That means my items are still there. I threw the carrot to Patrick. Oh man, if we find this. This is going to be legendary. No way. No way, guys. No, no. Please. Just let me get up there. That's all I ask. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna find my items, I think, believe it or not. Truly astonishing. Oh, man. It's so dark. Yeah, I know. We're slowly but surely getting up to the, rip. Yeah, rip on the gravel for sure. I do apologize for the darkness. It's probably very dark on the stream because of YouTube compression. But we're going up to the items, I think, right now. Turn hitboxes on. I hope it's not night right now. That would really be bad. I think it is. There should be a creeper hole. Where my items are. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh! Well. Damn it. Okay. I think that's all the items. It's got. Damn. Alright, I'm gonna unload these chunks and wait for day. I think that's the items, though. All gone. Oh, that hurts really bad. It happens, though. It happens. I have spare sets of armor for this reason, so... Damn! I saw that happen, too. I didn't even realize there's a creeper in that hole. Ooh. Alright, we're really just gonna unload these chunks, but I think that was all the items just exploded. Oh man, that's so funny, though. It's all going on stream at least, right? Alright. Alright. How close today? Alright, I'm gonna just go investigate again. I think we would have despawned all those mobs at this point. Where is this? Some of it not. Oh, no way. No way. Guys. Guys. No freaking way. No freaking way. Oh. Yes. Oh, yes. Oh. Oh. Oh, man. Damn. Oh, my God. My heart has not raced this hard in a while. To say the least. How on earth? What? Just how? How is this possible? I'm so confused. A creeper blew up down here. Alright, what are the chords? Alright, let's snapshot that on the stream. Alright, let's fly back to the base now. Oh, it's too late for this, guys. It's too late. Alright, are you still there, Plank? Do you want to see a quick little tour of the few areas of the base? There will be one spoiler, but it's not a big deal. We just won't go inside the building. Blessed, yeah. Honestly, dude. I mean, I'm surprised I was able to find it anyways. Thankfully I was streaming, otherwise I definitely wouldn't have found it. And then the creeper blew up in that. I don't know how that even occurred. Like where it didn't blow up the items, but maybe it was, I'm not sure. I really couldn't tell you how that happened. Alright, well, I'm thanking the Minecraft gods today, I guess. I'm flying in the totally wrong direction. Cool, yeah, bro. Feed me some base. Alright, basically... Alright, I'm going to de-wind from that, because I do want to go to sleep after this. It's like 1:30 in the morning. I have work at 9 in the morning. So, it's 3 areas. This is the starter area. There's no spoilers here. Basically, this is where I first started the world. So, I got a slime farm right here. Pretty sweet. Produces lots of slime. The storage system needs to be repaired, but that's a project for another day. So yeah, this basically just has some starter farms. I have a small cactus farm, a small smelter, just like random little projects like a seed farm, just whatever I need. I also have the hostile mob farm here. I built this like episode 3, I think. So there's tons of drops and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm not sure if you were subscribed before this or not, or if you are subscribed, but I'm a bit of like a technical guy a little bit, so I'd like to do a lot of farms and things like that. But yeah, so this is the starter area. Nothing much to see here. I guess we can go to the main base, then the villager area, then the industrial district. That's the other 3 little spots. And I had to break this up. My old laptop could not handle all this in one area, so had to break them up into places. But it is nice because I can use more building styles. So this is the main base. You can get a nice angle. Don't have a lot going on here yet. It's still very much a work in progress. But I do like the build so far. I got some more plans to make it better though. Right now it's basically just a storage system, but I'm going to add some stuff below the base, which I have done some building down there, but that episode hasn't released yet, so I don't want to show it off. But we're going to do some stuff down there like treasure rooms and things like that of that nature down below the base that I think should be pretty fun. But yeah, this is where the storage system is, and this is the build that surrounds it. And I'll probably do some building on the 4 little outer rings. First time I've actually checked in to watch. Yeah, cool stuff. I think so. Yeah, I want to make like towers here and then add some like landing pads to add to the build. Give it some more structure. But yeah, this is the cool stuff. Rate it. Yeah. Sorry, I'm really tired. I don't know if I'm fully understanding, but yes, yeah, this is the main base. Pretty cool. I think this is like, if you look at my statistics, something like times used. This is like involved nearly 20,000 white stained glass, which is, this is the main place I've used it. So yeah, it took a lot of glass. This is the map. The map looks really awesome. I'm really happy with the look of that map, to say the very least. And then moving on, there's actually technically more to see at the other places. You know, I'm breezing through this since it does take a while to do an in-depth explanation of everything. But this is the villager area, which I actually worked on earlier today in this other stream before this one. The stream actually turned out to be a lot longer than I was expecting. But this is sort of going to be a moon biome type area. So currently I'm just placing white concrete powder and end rods down for lighting, but I'm going to do some texture work as well as some terraforming to break up these flat areas and doing texturing of iron blocks. This is a bit of a test I did earlier on the stream as recommended by someone. But here the main thing is villager stuff. I got the iron farm, which is constantly producing iron, always emptying it out because I'm always using tons of iron to create beacon bases basically. And then I also have a villager breeder over here, which is this structure, and that's a zombie converter, so I use that to give these guys like 1 emerald trades. So this is like a ton of these, which I can get, 1 iron ingot per emerald. Farmers, so like 1 pumpkin per emerald, 1 melon per emerald, and then these guys, which is where I get bricks and quartz, because that's the best way to get that currently, in my opinion. Though you can get quartz now from piglin bartering, but that's pretty easy as well. Then these guys are all librarians, so these guys have good books for like 1 emerald. We did have a zombie incident, so a few of these are missing that I've yet to replace, but beyond that, I also have every other book trade right here down this aisle, except soul speed. I don't think you can actually get soul speed from villagers, to be honest. So yeah, this is the villager area. It's definitely looking pretty cool. I'm excited to finish this biome up. I'll probably be doing that mainly in streams, so it's been pretty cool once I finish that up, I hope. And then if we fly over here, this building is a spoiler, but probably can assume what's in it. But this is the industrial district. I have 4 farms here. That's 2 that I haven't shown yet. Then the major storage system. So this is a pumpkin melon farm I designed. Not designed, but it's Ilmango's design from a long time ago. I'm just going to go with spectator so we can look at it. Yeah, basically the way it works is on a trigger, and every so often this will break all the melons, and they're picked up by minecarts down below. It's just turned off right now, and I have 2 layers of this, so it produces quite a bit. And then go back in survival. You can take a look at the tree farm, which has the plumes. It's a nice 3x3 piston door. And the way this works is, this is about to be very loud, but basically it's a very small tree farm, very easy to build. Strongly recommend it for anyone in survival. But basically the way it works is just drops the TNT like on top of the tree, just like that, which is pretty cool in my opinion. Then all the wood sent here, and I do have an option to either distribute it into some furnaces where it's then smelted in the charcoal, which is then put back into the furnaces, or any excess is put into this chest right here. But right now, since I do have a wither skeleton farm, I don't need the charcoal, so I just have it on wood mode to get some wood. So as you can see, I have lots of wood for chests right there, quite a bit in fact. So that's the tree farm. Just recently built this. I'm pretty happy with the build. The inside's nothing special, but Definitely happy with the outside. I think the shape took well, and I like the smokestacks on top. I think look pretty sweet as well, with these extra details. This is a bee farm. You can tell by the honey. But this is the storage system. Haven't done the exterior to this yet, but a lot of chests, a lot of hoppers, and we store all our pumpkins and melons. Thus far here, we haven't built any other farms, but eventually this whole thing will have a bunch of items just filled into it, hopefully. Pretty excited for that. That's going to be a lot of fun once that occurs. But yeah, we still got a lot of work in this area. I built like a list of farms today. It's like 30 farms long, so we have a lot of farms, and a lot of them are going to end up in here. I actually have a map of the area. Yeah. So it's looking pretty cool. I think Mumbo Jumbo and Iskall are doing this in Hermitcraft, but I want to try to contain it all within this map, so it just looks really cool. And we have a bunch of like industrial buildings all piled on top of each other. Once I finish the farms and the buildings, I'll add paths and, you know, probably texture the ground to make it more industrial looking. So this is going to be another really sweet area of the base that I'm definitely looking forward to the finishing. But that's basically the base. You know, this is kind of a spoiler for next week, but you know what? Should we go see the Wither Skeleton Farm, even if I haven't shown it in its complete version yet? Would you like to see that? That could be fun to go look at, even though it's not completed yet. I'm alright with spoiling a single episode worth of content. It's in the thumbnail anyways at the end of the day, so this thing I'm just pretty proud of, so I think it should be fun to go look at. If you don't want to spoil it, though, I'll turn around, but I don't really mind if you don't mind. So you can head over here, and then I think we should still touch all the diamonds to see how many we get, since I think I have about a stack of ore. But it's this away. It's pretty far away. I used the... Actually just released this episode today, I believe. Yeah, today or yesterday, I forget. Probably yesterday now. But I used a seed to find the optimal fortress, so this had a lot of lava lake and was also in a warped forest primarily, which essentially means we were able to do minimal spawn proofing to get fast rates, which is pretty sweet. So that's the gist of that. Okay, there's the entrance. Rocket box, it's more rockets. Curious, we were talking about how old this world was before. We can look at time played, that's a good metric. 360 games quit. Times played, yeah, I played 2 weeks in total, but that is including AFK time, because I AFK a lot of nights, so that's several hours. But yeah, a lot of gameplay. My old world, though, for reference, is about 50 days. And this world's getting there, but not quite. We're on episode... I think I've done 25 episodes of work thus far, so we still have a long ways to go on that front. Yeah, this is the Wither Skeleton Farm. All the spawn proofing was done in the episode that hasn't been released yet, but since it's pretty minimal, it's just spawn proofing, I'm not too worried about it. Same with the storage system and some of this redstone, but it's not it's too big of a deal. Very complicated system. It's by Nembon. You can go in Spectator, see how it looks. This is probably the coolest farm I have. It's basically just flying machines that go back and forth, and then they all funnel, and then they eventually all get pushed down this one wide slot down to here where I can kill them. But it acts as a gold farm, a blaze farm, and a wither skeleton farm. We actually farm all of them, as well as normal skeletons, so more bones and arrows, but I throw away rotten flesh and arrows since I already farmed that in a hostile mob farm. But we can turn this guy on, and I am gonna... This might get a little laggy with the stream, so bear with me, but this should get to be pretty awesome in a sec. We just gotta give it a second. All of a sudden this is gonna, like, go nuts. Yep. And they're dying of the mob calf at the moment. Yeah, I love this thing. This thing's so much fun to use. Yeah, so this is the Wither Skeleton Farm. Definitely probably the coolest build I've done. I've always been really afraid of doing these, but now that I've built one, it was a fun project to work on. But yeah, it's really fast. It could be faster if I spawn-proof the entire warped forest, but I'm not super concerned about that, and that's because I have literally infinite Wither Skeleton skulls now. I'll probably never run out, to be honest. I think I put the supply in my utility box. Yeah, this is like the current amount. I already crafted a stack of beacons already. I used 3 stacks of those to create a stack of beacons, which I've already used 40 of them. But that ain't a complicated setup, mate. Yeah, I mean, it could be more complicated, I guess, but it's fairly complicated for me. I was pretty proud of it. I mean, it's fairly decent amount of redstone involved, but sure. Yeah, anyways, yeah, I have storage down here. I think we got probably a couple skulls from that, but yeah, lots of coal, lots of blaze rods, stuff like that. Yeah, so it's pretty interesting. It has to use a lot of cool functionality, so you have to use the hopper minecarts in a distribution system to get them all into this, and then you have to use slime blocks to distribute all the drops. Then you have extra ones just getting sent off the edge, or actually flow of blaze rods, believe it or not. And then, yeah, pretty cool setup indeed. So we'll go back down there. Just curious, Leonardo, what would you consider a complicated setup then, in terms of wither skeleton farming? I'd like to be interested in hearing that. I definitely know there's definitely more complicated farms that exist, clearly, because I've seen them myself. So, but I'm pretty happy with this design. It's definitely worth it, I think, to build one like this instead of just building a wither skeleton only farm, just because I don't know, the blaze rods as well as gold are really useful drops. Like, once you have enough wither skulls, like, you don't really need any more. That's almost one of the more useless drops out of that. Like, I have a lot more uses for blaze rods and coal and gold than I do for wither skeleton skulls, believe it or not. So, I definitely think it's worth it just to build a big fortress farm like that. But we can actually fly back. There's like 6 people watching right now, which is kind of a bummer since how late it is in the stream. But that's all good. I'm actually going to quickly drop this off. Okay. There we go. Alright. Bounding box size, dustless, yeah. Yeah, I figured as much. Yeah, I do know about the bounding box. I would have added, I almost added 2 more layers, because that is Nembon's design. I'm assuming if you're familiar with that, you're familiar with that. But, yeah, the reason why I didn't is because they've come out and actually said that they're going to remove that functionality. But yeah, you definitely could technically create the whole fortress being a wither skeleton farm. You're right on that front. And then, yeah, dustless, yeah, instant redstone basically with observers and stuff like that, I imagine. But, yes, I know it's definitely not the most complicated design, but for my needs, it's fairly complicated for single-player survival, I would say. But, definitely doesn't come anywhere near to those types of designs. And yeah, those types of conveyors that are that fast as well are just ridiculous too. So you got me beat there. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna trash everything I don't need. I'm just gonna drop this to despawn. There's some stuff I don't really want to sort or care about. Okay, I just didn't want to. Whatever. We'll just throw it in. It doesn't matter. No, I want that though. Let's fortune some diamonds, I guess. This is a pretty good spot to fortune, it seems. Sleep tonight real quick. Set my spawn. I have seen those crazy farms though in person where it's that fast. It's just pretty nuts to see them work that quick. It's pretty amazing what people are able to accomplish in survival Minecraft, to say the very least. So these empty, yeah, so all of them are in here. So we got 2 stack already. Alright, so we have 35 to fortune. I'm not going to fortune have the ores, so I want to just keep those, basically. Alright. Cool. Alright, Alright, let's see how many diamonds we actually got from the stream, which was about an hour of mining, about 30 minutes of tracking down a set of netherite tools and armor, and then about 20 minutes of showing off the base to some new people. Yeah, they do plan on changing it, I think, but I don't ever plan on going to 1.16. So, yeah, I mean that's true. I mean, if you're 1.12, it doesn't really matter. But I like, I get not wanting to upgrade it because so much stuff breaks as well, especially after 1.12. But I don't know. For me personally, I wanted the new world anyways, and I was like, I would like playing in the new update, but I definitely respect not going. It's kind of, I do see why it sucks that it broke, and we kind of didn't even look. We got like about 2.5 stacks of diamonds from that, so we're up to almost 6 stacks of diamonds. Not bad. I really could use some more still, but that's classic. Okay, I have other ones, or I can craft one. I definitely need to get more ender chests though. But yeah, that's pretty cool if you built that in survival though, or did you build it on on a technical SMP of some sort? I guess too. That could be something I could see that occurring on for sure. I used to play on Prototech. I know they had stuff like that as well, where it's just insanely huge farms. Yeah, I wonder when they will change it though. I mean, I don't know when they say soon, if it's like really means ever, or if it's like 1.17. You know what I mean? It's kind of like up in the air, I feel like, a little bit, but it's gonna be changed. Plus, for my needs, like I don't need 40 million beacons, so I don't really have a problem building a slightly smaller farm. I don't even know if my computer could run a farm that big, to be quite frank. So, is what it is, I guess, right? Switch out the pick. Put some food away. I main 1.15, but the biggest issue of 1.16 is light updates, quarries, all low, game tick tree farms. Yeah, is that because of the light tick, like light updating? Is that what caused that all stuff to become way too laggy to use? I'm not super familiar. I have been pretty bad at following all the updates. I've been a little disconnected from all that in general, but yeah, I can imagine if that broke, that stuff would be majorly affected. 1.15 is a solid version, though. I feel like you have most stuff in there. You're not missing it. 1.16 is a great update, like, don't get me wrong, but in terms of like technical, it adds piglin bartering, basically. I think that's the main thing it adds, honestly, at the end of the day. To be totally honest, I think in terms of, yeah, because that's the only like new farm. I mean, they added new ways to farm stuff, but really that, and then self-sufficient tree farms. You only really build a farm that big for skulls to make wither mob switches. Yeah, that makes total sense. Yeah. That would make a lot of sense. Yeah. Those are really cool. Mob switches in general are insane. I might want to build I might build a mob switch on this world. I haven't fully decided yet. I know you can do it with zombie villagers potentially, though I'm not really sure. I have to do some research into that. But that's pretty sweet. Yeah. I've never really dabbled in some of that kind of stuff. That's a little bit beyond my expertise level, though I'm always trying to learn, if that makes sense. But I'm slowly breaching that of chunk loading and mob switches and all of that, trying to learn about all that stuff. All right, cool. I guess we'll deposit. We don't need these in there anymore. Shulker boxes do I have? Quite a bit. Okay. Cool. There we go. Since you're only single player, you could do a 71 withers. Yeah, I guess you're right. Maybe I'll look into doing that. That could be a fun project just to test. And see how it works. The only thing I'd be concerned about is a little bit of lag. I do have a decent machine, but you never know. I guess it's only 71 mobs, but that's definitely pretty interesting. I can test that out. Maybe that'd be something we look into in the future, in the far future. Maybe not. I guess it's not too big of an undertaking if I have the wither skeleton skulls. But yeah, that's cool. Thanks for letting me know about that. That's interesting. All right. Well then. Anyways. Thanks to everyone who came out to the stream. This is a bit of an unexpected, large amount of fun. I had some great conversations with you guys today. I've really enjoyed streaming. Also had a fun death. So everyone who's there for that, I think Plank was the main person. Oh man, that was a bummer. That's gonna make a good clip. I might have to clip that myself because that was truly funny. That death. But we recovered the items. We got a couple stacks of diamonds. You permaload them in lazy chunks. They don't generate lag. Okay, cool. Maybe I'll look into doing that then. That sounds pretty interesting. Alright. Sweet. They don't generate lag. Alright, yeah, I'll look into doing that. I'll do some research. I'm sure there's some technical videos about that online from the techie guys. So I'll definitely take a look at that. That's a good idea. But anyways, back to the outro, which I'm famously long at. Yeah, so I guess everyone who's new that I met today, I think I talked to a few different people for the first time today. Nice meeting you, nice chatting with you over the stream. I love streams because I get to talk to some guys I've never talked to before, meet new people and stuff. This is a problem. Interesting. I'll have to fix that at some point. Whatever. We'll worry about that another day. But, alright. Dang it, that sucks that broke. Okay, whatever. I'll fix it another time. I'll just use soul sand. I don't know why I'm not doing that to begin with. Anyways, yeah, guys, thanks for coming out. I'm really happy to see all these new guys. If you're new to the channel and you like the content you're seeing, I do run a Let's Play, as well as I release several tutorials, usually guided towards single-player survival, so slightly smaller scale farms and designs, but pretty cool ones, albeit. So I do a bit of tutorials in Redstone and stuff like that, as well as run this single-player world, which is pretty awesome. Definitely enjoy running this series, but yeah. Yeah, thanks for coming out to the stream. It's always awkward kind of ending these things, so I guess, yeah, I guess I'll see you guys later. I'm glad we got the netherite armor back. It would have sucked if we didn't, because that's a lot of netherite, and yeah, I guess I'll see you all later. See you later, guys. Have a good night. Bye-bye.